All right, good morning, everybody. I told Ron Cromps that I set the bar pretty low this morning, so everybody that comes after me, you're welcome. And it's great again to be up here this morning. I want to thank Diagon for the opportunity and again, being such great hosts over the years. Doing this summit, it really brings together this community to help share, learn, understand what's happening, what the trends are in the market, what our services and super users are doing with Builder and the SMS suite. So it's really great to be a part of that year after year, and we're really happy to be a sponsor again this year. So as Paul said, I am Frank Mondo with Jacobs, the director of our Federal Asset Management program, and I'll just get right into it. For those of you that have never heard of Jacobs, we're not small. We've got a little over 55,000 people worldwide doing some amazing things. And, it all is built on the foundation of our values. We do things right, we aim higher, we challenge the accepted, and we live inclusion. And that's been a theme throughout the strategy in Jacobs for the last 5 to 6 years. It continues to evolve, it continues to grow, and I'll get into a few things that are supporting that strategy, but it's all based on the foundation of our values, and that really is from a top-down driven approach. So I'm proud to be part of that team, and these, as a retired Air Force civil engineer, we had core values in the Air Force, and these align very much with what I'm used to. And when I came over to the company 5 years ago, it was just the right fit. And I think that's part of what makes Jacobs special, is that we have this value foundation that drives everything that we do. And speaking of driving, those accelerators in our growth strategy were identified as, again, we see what the markets are doing, we see what the world needs, or what our clients need, and these growth accelerators align with our corporate strategy. And it's climate response, consulting and advisory, that's the space where my team lives for the most part, and then data solutions. You saw yesterday my team, Jared and Zach, were up here talking about Builder Vision, for those of you that had a chance to see that presentation. So the confluence there of consulting and advisory and data solutions as a corporate strategic driver and accelerator really is exciting to me as the practice lead, because it aligns directly with what my team was already doing. So to see that corporately, that's the direction that we're heading, it's really exciting for the future. So we established a federal and environmental solutions advisory solutions. That's a mouthful, but for those of you that may follow this, throughout the news, Jacobs Engineering Group changed its name formally to Jacobs Solutions a couple of years ago, and we're now just a J on the New York Stock Exchange. But the point of that is that we're very solutions oriented, and we're about helping our clients solve their greatest challenges. So we established an advisory solutions group within our federal and environmental solutions team. We focus on planning, asset management, global health security in the wake of the pandemic and COVID-19. We have really leaned forward into global health security and helping agencies like DTRA, the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, in monitoring and developing technologies that for biosurveillance type thing. Energy and commissioning are also some of the practices within our advisory solutions team. But again, aligning with those growth accelerators on consulting and data analytics, that's really where our team thrives. So we established the why, this golden circle model that you may have seen over in several different kinds of presentations over the years. But starting, from the inside and working our way out, but understanding the why. The mission is to solve our clients' most challenging problems. Some of them, they don't even know that they have. And that's part of what we view as being a consultant, is helping them understand the challenges around them and what are the problem sets that they're dealing with, to then collaboratively work on a solution and then get after it. So that's sort of our approach. We try to bring together the subject matter experts that have those relationships with our clients, because we are very much a relationship-based organization. But we get back to that question of why are we here, and it's really to serve. It's to help our clients do what they need to do to solve their most challenging issues. So I already alluded to the structure of our advisory team, but this is what we look like holistically. We have some key market solutions that and global leaders that are focused on those market sectors like energy and power, sustainability and climate response, engineering with nature. I love that phrase. I love that term. It really is about sustainability and resiliency, but bringing in the true environmental and civil engineering aspects of working with your environment and leaving, as small of a footprint as you can to continue to grow and evolve and develop for projects and engineering. But it's really a neat concept. Installation modernization and readiness, again, one of those sort of focus areas we want to help, especially our DoD clients, in understanding that we have a mission focus just like they do, and we want to make sure that their installations and their facilities are mission ready to be able to continue to protect and serve the American public. And you can't do that if our facilities are falling apart and not operationally ready. And all this stuff that we've been talking about over the last 2 days all ties together with that. And then climate action and decarbonization. We all know that reducing the carbon footprint is a global concern, and Jacobs is sort of leaning forward into a great deal of decarbonization programs and projects around the world. So right at the top of that circle there, that's the asset management team. I've got 58 staff currently. We continue to grow. We've been hiring, and especially in the data science arena. Jared and his team are growing at a pretty fast pace. But across the board there, here's some of the core offerings of those 5 practices. Again, in the asset management group, my team, we do builder assessments. I want to put that out there as well. But we do a lot of other things, developing asset management strategies aligned with ISO 55000, maturity assessments, organizational maturity. Where are you as an organization along the Institute of Asset Management maturity scale, and help develop roadmaps to bring the organization along to meet that more mature status. We develop O&M strategies. Over the years, we've had several clients come to us with concerns about how to optimize their operations and maintenance organizations. In fact, we've done a good bit of work with NAVFAC out in the Pacific. On the human capital side of things, we developed what they call the PW readiness tool, and it's an opportunity to evaluate the level of training of the PWO staff or PWD staff at the installations across the Pacific, and gives them the opportunity to identify where training is required so that they can meet the operational requirements of maintaining and operating their facilities. Our energy management team does a lot in the renewable energy planning. They've done an EV study out at Marine Corps Base Hawaii, and are continuing to work with decarbonization, as I mentioned, planning and modeling in that space. Global health security, again, I mentioned that a little while ago. In the wake of COVID-19, it has really become a growth market in biosurveillance and understanding how to propagate technology across those arenas to keep our teams safe and clients. The commissioning team, again, they focus on whole building commissioning as well as retro commissioning and recommissioning, making sure that systems are operating at their full capacity without I'm sorry, not without, but with the right level of energy efficiencies that it was designed to do. And then, of course, our traditional planning team, they do strategic master planning. We've got work across all the services right now doing our plan development for the Army. We've got master planning activities going on with the Air Force, implementation of development of 1391s, and they've got a fairly robust GIS capability as well. All right, just to touch real quickly on some of those unique advisory solutions that I mentioned. Again, operational excellence, data analytics, energy transition and decarbonization, and sustainability and resiliency. Those are all tied back to those growth accelerators that I mentioned at the beginning, where corporately Jacobs is focusing on making the world a better place. I know that sounds really corny, right? But that's truly what its focus is to help our clients and develop those solutions that are getting after these great global challenges. But in our space, in the asset management world, and especially here within the builder community, I wanted to highlight this project. Was that a question or? Okay, that's fine. I just thought somebody had a question. So as part of our support to the Army Materiel Command, the G4, the Builder Program, and the Organic Industrial Base, the OIB, we are providing subject matter expertise support to the G4. And we've been working with Christina McCarthy Martin for a little over a year and a half now in developing ways to better understand how to use the builder data and how to effectively fill the gaps that are from the original implementations across the board. We know that several of the installations were assessed prior to the current Army guidance publication, so there was a change in the business rules, there was a change in the processes that were used to collect the data. Tools have matured, QC processes have gotten better, more efficient. So we've been helping the AMC enterprise go through all of the data and help understand where those gaps are and close them with some data quality measures. One of those measures is the development of the Be Ready team, the Builder Rapid Engineering Data Evaluation Team. What is, a good military project without a good, cool acronym? So we've developed the Be Ready team, and it's essentially a two-person approach to go out to the installations and help them validate where there are anomalies in their program projects that are it's in danger potentially of Department of Army pulling funding for the construction because there's a misalignment between what was submitted on the project programming documents and what's in Builder. And if the Builder data is saying that the project is in good quality, or the building quality rating is high enough, then the Department of Army doesn't want to fund and direct those funds elsewhere where it's most needed. So we're helping the installations identify where those data anomalies are, and one of the metrics you see there on the far left, we rescued $224 million worth of projects last year at the end of the fiscal year from being canceled, essentially because there was anomalies in the builder data that we helped identify and correct. And then again, I just want to give a shout out to our digital solutions team. Jared and Zach did a great job here yesterday talking about the developments in Builder Vision and what we're doing there. But that's not all they're doing. As I mentioned, Jared is leading the effort over in Korea at Camp Humphreys. Right now, we're developing a decision support system that incorporates builder data as well as a lot of other digital solutions provided at the base level. So supporting them in their base operations center with data dashboards and making good data decisions. I'm getting the hook signal, so I'm going to hurry up through this. I apologize, Paul. I'm going to get off the stage here. But I just wanted to say, again, we do builder. So that graphic there, we've done over 437 million square feet of builder assessments and family housing inspection work across the globe. This is, again, part of the community that we've grown up in, and we've been a part of it for well over a decade, and we're proud to be a continued partner with the SMS community. So last parting thoughts there. Jacobs is focused on building long-term relationships while meeting the needs of our clients where and when they need it most. As I said it earlier, I'll say it again. We're about building relationships. We're about making those long-term engagements valuable to our clients because we value them. And that is all I have. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.